Well, we're live. Give people a few seconds to pile in here. And we're going to talk about some things today. One of the big ones is Governor DeSantis corrupt? I would be a vote for yes. We'll talk about why. I got blasted yesterday on X for stating my reason why, even though it's factual, it's happening as we speak. They said, "You're delusional." Told me I was delusional, so we're going to tell them the truth. We're going to tell them the truth. Julianne is not here yet. So, here's what we got going on. Last year, midsummer, DeSantis started pressuring his lieutenant governor, Miss Nunez, to resign from her post as lieutenant governor and that he would make sure she got hired at one of the big Florida universities. I think it's Florida State. It's someone there in Tallahassee. Anyhow, so she did that. The afternoon that she resigned, DeSantis says, okay, so now my wife, Casey DeSantis, can be nominated for lieutenant governor. That's corruption. Yeah, just 2 minutes early. We're talking about Governor DeSantis and how he is corrupt. And I'm going to explain why. I got excoriated on X yesterday saying that my facts were delusional, but they're facts. Facts are not delusional. Facts are facts. Last summer, DeSantis pressured his lieutenant governor to resign from her post as lieutenant governor and said, I will make sure you get in at Florida University. I think it's Florida State. It's the one there in Tallahassee as president. She did that. The day she got hired at Florida University, DeSantis says, good, now my wife can be nominated to be lieutenant governor. That's corrupt. That is corrupt. You push out your Hispanic lieutenant governor, who is very popular with the people, to put your wife in as lieutenant governor so that you can, quote unquote, resign and make her the governor. That's corrupt. And people are yelling at me yesterday on X saying I'm delusional, that's not going to happen. It's already happening. He already pushed out Nunez. She's been resigned since last July as lieutenant governor, and the lieutenant governor position has not been filled. It's still open. If he was going to put someone in there, it would have been done already. It aggravates me when people tell me my facts are delusional when they're facts. It's not my opinion, these are facts. Right. See, this is another reason why it's corruption. When Byron Donalds announced that he was running for Florida governor last summer, that's when this all started. Right. But what DeSantis is saying is that he will make her lieutenant governor, then he will resign, then she will already be governor and will be the incumbent. That's corrupt. That's corruption. You're going to bypass basically the primary, make her the governor so that she can run as an incumbent. That's corruption. Yeah, he is terming out. So he's going to give it to his wife so that he can tell her, here, this is what you do about this is what you do about that. It's corrupt. People were big mad yesterday on X because I was telling them that was corrupt. They're saying, oh, he is the best thing to ever happen to Florida. Well, I disagree. I lived there for 5 years. You know how he fires prosecutors? He holds a press conference and he announces it to the press that they're fired before ever picking up the phone and calling them and telling them their job is on the line. Because there was a prosecutor in Orlando that was basically a liberal prosecutor, and she was just putting people back out on the street. He never called her and told her that her job was on the line, that she needed to, you know, follow the law. He held a press conference. He said her name. He said, is hereby fired. That's bully. That's running your state like a bully. Yeah, he's the most corrupted governor ever. And you know, it's pretty bad when Kerry Lake says he's not MAGA. He will never be MAGA. And I believe that Kerry Lake told him, do not put Ron DeSantis in your cabinet. He's not one of us. Right. He's going to try to get his wife in illegally. Yep. Thank you, Viral Khan. Welcome aboard. Don't be a stranger. Come back and see us. Of course, continue to hang out today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. But I got excoriated yesterday on X for pointing out these facts and stating this is corruption. If you're term limited out, most governors that are term limited out sail off into the sunset and let the next person carry the torch. They don't put their wife in as governor so that they can stay in the limelight. They just don't do that. It's just, it shakes your head what people want to believe. But then you tell them the facts and they say, oh, no, well, that's not happening. It's already happening. You don't have your popular Hispanic vice president you don't have your popular Hispanic lieutenant governor who would be a shoo-in to win and carry on your policies. You don't tell her, hey, we need you to resign and I'll make sure you get in at Florida University as the president, unless you've thought this plan through and you want your wife to be lieutenant governor so that you can resign and make her the governor. It's a corrupt plan. Am I right? And there's going to be missing money because there's been missing money from Casey's, shall we say, philanthropic endeavors, her charities. They've been investigated for missing money. Excuse me. Just craziness. You know, it's pretty bad when Carrie Lake apparently said to Donald Trump, don't put DeSantis in your cabinet. He's not MAGA. He will never be MAGA. He's not one of us. Yeah. So who do you think is against our country, Viral Khan? Yeah, I don't do anything with Bitcoin. It's too volatile. I know they tell you to put it in there and forget about it. I want to be able to put it in there, and if my money is losing, take it out so that I can at least have some recovery of my money, not put it in and then 10 minutes later you've lost it all. Oh, okay. You think they all are. Well, unfortunately, our country is in a position where we just have two parties. Yeah. And USAID was part of the big payout, and now they're putting USAID out of business. And the courts are trying to say, no, you can't do that. Yes, you can. Yep, it's a big payout. Yeah. Yep. This is all. I'm bringing this to an end. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.